Assalamu alaikum, peace be upon you. So we know that recently in Virginia, a woman was sentenced to death, and she was executed by lethal injection. So here's a little question for those out there. If this had been a Muslim situation, which actually there is one going on right now, we know the famous case of a woman that is supposedly going to be stoned to death, and you know, without people actually looking into the true details of what the case is all about, they just jump to conclusions and see woman stoned to death, and that's all they see. They ignore everything else about the information. And it got me thinking about this particular woman in Virginia because of the fact that you know, people are condemning the death penalty for other countries because they choose to do it in a way that you find, you know, inhumane. Well, yeah, I'm not going to get into that argument about it, but the fact is that criminals are executed in other countries. The chosen method is disliked, but that's not what this video is about. One thing I really found interesting, particularly about this woman, is the fact that, you know, this is a good example of how hypocritical and messed up our Western justice is. According to what I understand about this case, is that this woman's husband and stepson were murdered. She wasn't in a proper mental state. So two other men actually committed the crime, and they've gone to jail, and I believe they got life sentences, or maybe even they're eligible for parole. And I found that a little bit interesting, is that they executed this woman who, I don't know whether she was the mastermind behind everything. So either way, you know, she had the involvement in the crime, and because she didn't actually pull the trigger, she still got the death penalty. So why is it that these two men didn't also get the death penalty? I mean, they should have. I mean, she didn't commit the crime, but because of her role in the crime, she was executed. Shouldn't these men have been executed as well? I mean, we know what Sharia law is. I mean, all three of these people would have been put to death under Sharia law. People don't like that, but I see it as a better system. So tell me what you think. Assalamu alaikum.